everyone, it's Aaliyah from the Three Chocolate Chips, and I am back. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a great holiday. I hope you guys had a great break and with family and friends and loved ones. I'm sorry for a little break. I was busy. Literally the day after I got home from school, I started working, so things were kind of busy for me. But I'm back to do the next video in the AMBW series that I promised you guys. I was going to do a year in the life of Aaliyah first, where I talked about my just like situation with this guy who worked at a place he went to a lot, and it lasted like a whole year long of like him liking me and stuff like that. But it was gonna be like a 10-minute video. No, it was gonna be like a 15-minute video, and I didn't think you guys wanted to watch a 15-minute video. I was trying to make it shorter, but I felt like trying to put a year into a video will be long. So if you do want to see that, put a comment or something below or send me a message and I'll still do that video if I get enough comments or if I get enough requests for that video. I will do that video, but if not, I'm just going to keep it to these two, the mythical creature and my actual date in Korea. Now, also, I want to forgive you for any spottiness in this video. This is a new computer, so it's a new camera. I think I might get a camera because it's kind of spotty, and it makes me, like, backwards, because, like, right here is my left-hand side, but in the video, it looks like my right-hand side. It really irks me, so I don't know if it irks you, but it irks me. But anyway, here is my story. When in Korea, I went on a date with a guy. I'm not gonna say his name. Me and him are still really close friends now. Like, we talk on Kakao Talk all the time. And I used to talk to him on Skype last semester, and I was helping him with something. Like, we Skype, we talk, and just have a lot of fun. And I consider him like one of my best friends. They're like, if I like, I have very few straight guy friends, which isn't a bad thing, but like he's one of three. Yeah, he's one of three. So, of like close straight guy friends. So, yeah, we talk a lot. He knows a lot about me, and I know quite a few things about him. So, the day that I met him, not the day I met him on my birthday, but the day he asked me on a date, I went to dinner to go say goodbye to a friend, and we were actually saying goodbye to her, and we were walking, and we were talking, and Daphne was with me, and he said, Aaliyah, I think we should go out to dinner. And it was really cute because it wasn't like a question, it was more of a, we're going out to dinner, just so you know. And it wasn't in a rude way either. And I said, and as soon as Daphne heard that, like, she, like, left. Like, she just, like, scurried ahead, and I started dying. If I'd never seen any, like, if you have a ride or die friend, like, that was just the epitome of ride or die friendship. Like, she was just like, God. So, I said, sure, we can go out to dinner. That'll be great. So we got each other's number. And, like, I hadn't seen him for about a month at that time, from my birthday to when he asked me out to dinner. So then we went to the COEX and we had dinner at a restaurant there. And he met me in the subway, like, right after, like, I swiped my card to, like, walk through the little beeper thingamajigger. I don't know what it's called. But, because the subway exit will go right into the mall. So we went inside and we had dinner. And what I learned from this date compared to my other date, I say date and not dates because I've only ever gone on one other date besides this one. Well, two other dates with the same person besides this one, and he he was very attentive. Like, after I ordered my food and after our food came, he was like, "Do you want a knife? Do you want a knife for that?" And it was really cute. And he was just like, "Do you need a knife?" And then when I got my cider, I'll use my Campbell's soup can as an illustration. I'm not trying to advertise or anything, but I went to pop up the tongue thingy. I was trying to open up my can, and he took it from me, opened it, and poured it for me. And it wasn't like in a rude, like, snatch, like, oh, he snatched that out of my hand type of way. It was more of a, this is my job, not yours, like, sweet kind of way. And I liked it. I thought it was cute. So we talked. Like, he asked me a lot of questions about my family. I asked him questions about his family. After dinner, we walked around the mall for like an hour, I want to say. We just walked around and talked. And then we went to a coffee shop, and he bought me coffee, and he got some coffee too. Which is funny because every time we got coffee after that, like he knew that like I like things that are sweet, and he liked things that were like he liked the americano, like just like regular coffee, like iced coffee. So we sat for coffee. We just talked for like another hour and a half, and then we walked the long way, like around the whole, like the Colex is a huge mall. So we walked the long way to the subway. We talked about like everything, and I sang for him, and it was just really nice. It was a beautiful night. Like the stars were out and stuff, and like he's just gorgeous. He's gorgeous, and he's like my height. I won't say like a tiny bit shorter than me, but like I mean like height was never an issue for me. Like I'll date a guy who's like this tall to me. It just really comes. It really matters about the person. So he was. So it's not it's very like common for a person to ask you like, oh, why are you single? At least I got it a lot. I don't know if anyone else who's been in Korea has gotten it a lot. Like, whoa, are you married? Have you have a boyfriend? Why? So he asked me, and I said, well, and he's like, would you date a Korean guy? And I was like, yeah, I would date a Korean guy. I said, but like in Korea, like guys are really nervous to talk to me. Like they won't talk to me. And he said, Aaliyah, I think it's because you're too gorgeous. And I will never forget that because I'm like, in my head, God, this gorgeous guy across from me who's beautiful and sexy just told me that I was gorgeous. Like the little girl, like the girl in me was like jumping up and down. Like ever saw Lizzie McGuire in her little animation? Like there was a little chocolate chip version of me jumping up and down with pom poms. Like yeah, like he said I was gorgeous, and it was just like really funny, really cute, and really sweet. And he was just such a sweetheart. And yeah, it was like the best date ever. And the funny thing is that I was not even calling it a date. Like all my friends were like, even a guy I met during my internship was like, Aaliyah, you never been on a date before, and I was like, I mean, I went on one, but like I don't really count them because he ended up being a jerk in the end. He's like, I think you went on more dates than you thought. And I'm like, no. Then he found out about this date, and he was like, Aaliyah, that's a date. No man will take a girl out to dinner at night and do all that stuff. It's not a date. It's a date. So oh, what's his name? Dave? Dan? Oh, the one, do you remember the guy who told you about in our internship who was teaching all our students like slang, like the words for gold digger and stuff? What? Oh, okay, never mind. He's not in your circle, Imani. I'm sorry. Imani only remembers people who are in her circle. I mean, I guess it makes things easier to filter other people out. But anyway, he so it ended up being a date. Yeah, and everything's good. So I hope you like that story. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything I didn't say or mention that you really want to know, ask. Did I kiss him? No. Will I see him again? Yes. This summer. I plan on going back to Korea. So I hope to see him. And would I ever date him? I mean, if you were to ask me to go on a date with him again or anything serious, I don't think I would say no. Like he's an amazing guy, so I have no reason to say no. There's like a 95% chance that I would say yes. The only reason I would say no is if like Bahrain came out of the army and said, Aaliyah, I love you, and I was like, I got me a predicament, y'all. And then Imani would come out saying, you have decisions to make. But but if I said no to him, Imani and Daphne would drop kick me, so I would say yes. And yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to anything you want me to talk about or to do the other video. I will. And the videos that come up next will be our Monkey Beach video. I've been talking about for like a year, but we really have to do it because I found all the footage today. And the hair video that's been asked about a lot, about how we dealt with our hair in Korea. And I guess we were thinking about, or I was thinking about the other day, I don't know if the girls want to do it, is a packing video if you guys want to talk about what to bring packing wise, like clothes and skincare, makeup, hair, all that stuff. So talk to you guys later. For all my fellow subscribers in school, have a great semester. I hope everything started off well. For my people who aren't in Korea or other countries, we hope you guys are doing well. We love you. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.